In a 12 News exclusive tonight, is road rage on the rise? Last year, nearly 1,000 people died in crashes in our state, the highest number in the past 8 years.
Our roadways are more crowded than ever, which leads to more traffic and more frustrated drivers. And sometimes that anger can boil over.
Team 12's Kevin Kennedy takes a look at how road rage has turned our roads into sometimes a deadly drive. Kevin?
The more traffic, the more frustrated drivers are. That's a fact. 500,000 new drivers in the past 5 years has certainly contributed. It may also be the reason you're seeing more road rage behind the wheel. And while the number of incidents aren't tracked, police are warning drivers the dangers are real and sometimes deadly. Every day on our roads, there are drivers who lose their cool.
One of them broke the car window of another car.
And sometimes it turns violent.
They started fighting in the middle of the street. One got on top of the other, and the girl just pulled out a gun and shot her in the gut.
That incident taking place in Glendale. This one in Oklahoma. Watch as the driver of the truck spins out this red car.
You're not really thinking very clearly in those moments. You're more thinking like, what can I do to get out of this?
Several incidents all across the country. In Texas, this driver pointed a gun. This one actually fired 5 times. And in California, a motorcyclist and a driver ignited chain reaction crash. According to AAA, nearly 80% of drivers have admitted experiencing significant anger behind the wheel. More than 8 million drivers have engaged in an extreme form of road rage, including ramming another car or confronting a driver.
It's dangerous for everybody on the roadway when people's emotions get the better of them.
Once enraged, things can get out of control fast. Their foot on the trigger of a 2-ton weapon. From calm to chaotic in 0 to 60 seconds, leaving everyone on the road at risk.
Many of the cases that lead to what we would call as road rage start with simple movements on the roadway that may have been misinterpreted by the other person.
Almost every driver has seen it or been a victim of it.
They'll kind of cut you off a little bit. They'll give you the finger.
Somebody cut off my wife and pulled a gun on her.
Many years ago, I had someone pull a pistol on me.
You just never know what another driver, if angered, is capable of doing. Sometimes it's too late. Just last month, near 43rd Avenue in Bethany Home, a driver pulled out a gun.
When my son said, like, what is your plan? He just started shooting at everybody.
Bullets flying, cars swerving, 3 people shot, Chris Romo killed.
I miss him so much.
His mom inconsolable, tears not leaking, but pouring from her eyes. Her son just 21.
I feel like I don't want to leave anymore. I don't want him to be alone.
Police say Timothy Pascal is the shooter, the same man who threatened another driver with a gun back in 2015.
I just don't understand why they let him out. If he did the same thing to somebody else, they let him out because just to kill my son.
Chris Romo never made it home. Many don't. Killed on our roadways, not accidentally, but often intentionally by angered and aggressive drivers.
A normal drive can change from peaceful to violent in a very short period of time.
Police warn everyone, don't engage a driver in rage. Stay away, get away, because you just don't know what their breaking point is. We check with the director of the governor's office of highway safety to get road rage numbers, and they don't track them. Well, based on our story, that may change. The director is looking to add a box on all accident reports to include road rage. Kevin Kennedy, 12 News at 10.